What is up, YouTube listeners? Welcome to my channel. It's Movie Monday. Sorry I missed you guys last week. Holidays were busy. On that note, I do want to wish you all a happy holiday. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, if you guys celebrate it. Wishing you guys all a happy 2019. If you guys set goals and New Year's resolutions, strive for them, work hard for them. Hope all your wishes and dreams come true, guys. Alright, it's Movie Monday. Let's get started. A couple movies to catch up on. And the first one I'm going to get started with is Mary, Queen of Scots. I read the reviews on this, and they weren't too good. And the thing with the bad reviews on this one was they're pretty consistent as far as what people didn't like about the film, as far as it not being historically accurate or biographically inaccurate. On that note, I say you're never going to get a biopic that's 100% accurate. You know, we're not making a documentary here, we're making a film. So I want you guys to take that into consideration. So I read reviews like Saoirse Ronan's character, who she's playing Queen Mary, didn't have red hair, or she had a French accent, not a Scottish accent. On that note, I'm like, shut up. Go watch a documentary if you guys are historians like that. I mean, we're trying to present a film, so at the same time we're trying to entertain people. So you can't have everything to a T, guys. It's not that end of the world. Overall, I love the film. I love the chemistry with the actors and actresses. The set designs were nice. The costumes were incredible. And another thing that people kept mentioning as far as it being a con for this film was Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth never met in real life. Well, guess what? That was the best scene of the film for me. You know, I don't care that they didn't meet in real life, guys. I mean, if you guys really are that passionate about it being that accurate, you guys need to just go watch the documentaries. Don't watch the film, because you're always going to be disappointed, in my opinion. That was the best scene of the movie. The chemistry, the build-up to that scene was magnificent. I mean, yeah, I don't know much about the history of the film, but I do feel like I got the gist of it, where who dies, who takes over, who I checked that after the film, and that was pretty accurate. So that's all that's important in my opinion. On that note, another biographical film that I watched was Vice. I was so excited. This was the must-see film for me for the December month, and it stars an all-star cast with Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Steve Carell, and who else was in this? Tyler Perry. The film was incredible to me. The costume designs, the makeup was incredible. Now, on top of the makeup, you also got to expect these actors and actresses to perform like the real people. And in my opinion, Christian Bale, I mean, that guy does no wrong. Terminator aside. If you guys like that film, my bad. But for me, that was absolutely trash. Christian Bale knocks it out of the park as far as Dick Cheney goes. From the voice, from the mannerisms, the smirky smile that he had, he portrayed that to a T. And then, of course, I forgot to mention Sam Rockwell, who I'm a big fan of. Sam Rockwell as George Bush was absolutely riveting. I mean, the voice, the accent, the way he moved, the way he talked. Wish he gained a little bit of weight. Felt like he was a little bit too skinny as George Bush. But if that was the biggest problem of his character, then I'll take it. Amy Adams was fantastic as always. The chemistry between these people. And I heard a lot of friends of mine talk about this film, and they mentioned how it was maybe a little bit too playful. But once again, guys, we're making a film to entertain. You cannot make a movie 100% like to a T accuracy. You can't do that. You know, you got to entertain. The story that they present is, of course, we know the gist of like what happened around his time as he was in the White House. 9/11, of course, being the big subject matter in this film. You can't go too dark on this. You really can't. And knowing who the director is, I didn't expect that to happen either. The guy who directed Big Short, if you watched it almost with the same cast too, kept a very serious situation a little bit playful and light, so you don't leave the theater wanting to kill yourself. I thought it was very well done, very creative. For me, if you watch this, best intermission I've ever seen in a film. That was hilarious. One of the best intermissions. And keep an eye out for this goddamn fly that's in the scene early on with Amy Adams and Christian Bale. I mean, I would have still noticed it, but I was keeping an eye out on it after I saw a Q&A with Amy Adams and Steve Carell. I don't know why the director kept it there. It is not CGI'd, it's a real fly. It actually at some point lands on Christian Bale's face, which was pretty hilarious. With Steve Carell, that being said, I did see Welcome to Marwen. I mean, Welcome to Marwen, if you read the reviews on it, they're very bad, and rightfully so, unfortunately, I must say. Steve's acting is always top-notch, everyone knows that, but this film lacked heart and confusion on focus of the matter, the subject matter, in my opinion. Here's a guy who's suffering from post-traumatic stress after being attacked in a bar from a couple of bar thugs. What seems like it's based on because this man had a shoe fetish, a women's shoe fetish. This guy would wear women's shoes. Seems like he spoke about them to these guys. They didn't really show that part. And these guys just attacked him for that, which I don't condone at all. But on that note, the character of Steve Carell, which is also a true story, mind you, was a little creepy for me. I mean, here's a guy who's wearing hundreds of female shoes, female shoe fetish this guy has. That wasn't the part that set me off. It's the so to deal with this guy's post-traumatic stress, Steve Carell's character build a town, as you saw in the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, and he bases the town from characters from his real life, which is mostly female people, female actors and female characters. The problem with this was, I didn't mind that at all. It's, you don't see them. You don't see them throughout the film. Couple of them they really focus on for the entirety of the film, which is his neighbor. I forgot the actress's name, but she's been in a lot of stuff. Judd Apatow's wife. When she moves in next door, you see Steve Carell just creeping on this woman with his camera and listening intently on her and her ex-husband's conversations. It's just very stalkerish, very creepy. Thought that was a little bit weird and just didn't get fully behind on Steve Carell's character throughout the film. I thought it lacked heart. I thought the scenes jumped from the town, make-believe town of Steve Carell's to the real world very choppy. It didn't make sense to me sometimes. But the pro of this film was that town. I mean, the animations were breathtaking. The CGI and everything. I took that out of the film as a positive, which was very well done. The characters, the actresses, some of them, you see them literally for one scene and one scene only. And the whole movie builds up to the court hearing of these guys that are going to get charged. Whether or not Steve Carell's character is going to go and confront these guys or not. Spoiler alert, he does. He builds up to this scene where he goes to court and it just fell flat to me. It was absolutely flat. Very short, very brief. The speech that he gives, which was short, was all in its entirety in the trailer. I mean, I expected more from this film. I expected more from Robert Zemeckis, who made the film, who's one of my favorite filmmakers, did Forrest Gump and Back to the Future. Don't recommend watching this movie. Skip it. Watch it in the Redbox or Netflix, wherever it comes out, when it comes out digitally. The movie I enjoyed the most throughout this week was probably Vice, and if you want to take the family to watch a family during this holiday season, I'd recommend watching Mary Poppins. I also watched that, and Emily Blunt was just fantastic. Very lighthearted film. The CGI in this was mind-blowing. I mean, it looked so colorful and so extravagant with the music setting, all original music. It is a sequel from Mary Poppins, the original. All the music's done originally, and Emily Blunt kills it. The supporting cast is amazing in this. So if you want to take the family to watch a movie this week for the holidays, I recommend watching Mary Poppins. just a feel-good movie through and through, especially when you leave that theater, you're smiling ear to ear. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's all I have for you guys this week, this year. I want to wish you all a happy new year for next year. Happy 2019, everybody. I'll see you guys next year with more content. I will be going part-time at my job right now, and so I'll have more time to put out more content. You'll get some scene reenactments soon from me, I promise. I have plans to do a scene from Castaway, a scene from, Rain on Me, or Rain Over Me with Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle. And yeah, I'll be vlogging here and there, anything exciting happening in my life. And make sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe, click that subscribe button, comment below on what you think of my opinions of the films. What are your opinions of the films? If you liked them, didn't like them. And I'll see you guys next year, all right? Take care, everybody.